What is up, guys? Dane again. Now today my Ford Focus needs an oil change. Yes, besides my 2001 Ford Mustang RAV Stage 2, I also have a 2015 Ford Focus SE. It's my little daily driver that honestly I drive whenever I know I'm going to be in traffic because I'm in California. We always have traffic. Now the car does have an intelligent life oil indicator to tell you when to change your oil, but I'm old school. I still like to say, okay, X miles or X months, I'm changing my oil. So today, I'm going to be showing you how to change your oil in a Ford Focus. Let's dig into it. And here it is, my 2015 Ford Focus. It comes with the appearance package. It comes with such goodies as black housing headlights and fog lights, a leather interior both front and rear, 17-inch alloy wheels, which definitely helps spruce it up a little bit on the appearance side, and a sunroof and moonroof, motorized as you can see. Pretty snazzy. Overall, it's not a bad little daily driver. Here are the tools that we're going to be using. We're going to be using a ratchet, as you can tell, and when it comes to the socket, we're going to be using a 15mm socket. That's going to be for the engine oil pan. This is one that you might not think of, a T27 Torx attachment. You can either get one for a socket. This is a vice grip. We're going to be using this a little bit later. Some engine oil filter clamps. And also, just a heads up, this little screwdriver here is going to be so much more useful. However, don't feel like you need to go out and get this. I personally use it because it's very easy for the engine belly pan. However, if you don't have one of those and you want to use a ratchet, you can go ahead and do so. Just makes it nice and easy. Here's the oil and oil filter that I use. I just simply use Motorcraft products. It's what the manual recommends, and it's never given me any trouble whatsoever. Here's a quick little snapshot of the oil filter in general. I know a lot of people like to talk about what's the best oil filter to use. I keep it simple. I keep it Motorcraft. So let's go ahead and get to it. Got my car right outside and ready to go. Before jacking up your car, I always recommend to go ahead and chock the rear wheels. And of course, make sure your emergency brake is pulled up. So let's start jacking off. When you reach the desired height, so you can get underneath the car, make sure you secure it on jack stands. You don't want this car falling over. So let's get under there. First thing we need to do is we need to take this little cover off of the bottom of the engine. This is where that T27 Torx comes in handy. They're not on there tight, but you definitely want to take them off. Once the engine cover is removed, we can see the engine and the transaxle from here. Now the oil plug is behind the engine towards the rear of the car, and the oil filter is right up front. Let's go ahead and take off the engine oil plug. Now, if it's a little bit tight to take off, this is where those vice grips come in handy. See how I have it clamped on there? That gives you a heck of a lot more leverage, and you can also kind of beat down on the vice grips. That would definitely start to loosen up the engine oil drain plug. Once you got it loose, go ahead and just take the bolt out and get ready for all that oil to come out and hope. By the way, make sure you have an engine oil catch can or pan underneath it, because that oil is going to go everywhere. Once you're all done, just go ahead and wipe it all down, both the plug and the hole that it's going to go into, and go ahead and hand tighten it. Once you're all done with that, go ahead and over with your ratchet and tighten it on down. Go ahead and grab your engine oil filter pliers and just start working on the engine oil filter. Now once it starts going, don't take it all the way off because there's still engine oil in here. What I like to do is I like to loosen it enough so it starts to drip out and then just let it sort of drain itself all by itself. You'll see here in a second. Once you feel that oil filter and pretty much that whole area is kind of out of oil, go ahead and take off the old oil filter. One thing to double check before you put on the new filter is make sure to see that black ring right there? Make sure that the old one and the new one still have it. A lot of times where the oil filter will go, the oil filter gasket will get stuck on there. Make sure it's taken off. As you can see here, I got it all cleaned up. There's no old gasket, so we're pretty much ready to go. Before installing the new engine oil filter, I like to put a little bit of old engine oil on the little rubber gasket. That helps to really make sure that it doesn't get stuck to the engine block when you take this one off for your next oil change. Go ahead and screw it on, hand tighten, and personally, I like to go ahead and take the oil plier grips and just give it a little bit of a nudge just to make sure it's on there nice and tight. Now let's finally put some new engine oil into this thing. Make sure you go ahead and take off the little oil plug off the top and put a funnel in there. You don't want to make a mess. I then pretty much just, open up the jug and I just start pouring it in. I usually try and aim for the center of the funnel, that way I don't get any backsplash and I don't create a mess. It makes it nice and easy. When I get towards the end, I actually like to just kind of put the jug upside down into the funnel as shown, just to make sure I get all those last drops. Now let's go ahead and lower the car back down and reset the, I think Ford calls it their Intelligent Oil Life Monitor. Go ahead and hop back in the car, grab your keys, and put it into the on position, which is the position right before you would start the car. Now, once all the lights and stuff are on, go ahead and put both your feet on both the gas and brake pedal at the same time. You're going to see on that little screen, it's going to tell you that it's resetting, and it's all done. And that's it. The Focus is ready to go for more trouble-free miles. If you found this video useful, go and give me a comment or a like down below, preferably both. Besides doing a whole bunch of online marketing videos, I actually do a lot of car stuff. If anything, that's my true passion. So if you're into marketing and you're into cars, go ahead and give me a subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.